about a couple days before my scheduled period is supposed to come. And I don't have the patience to wait for my period, so I feel like I'm just gonna test sooner, so. I feel so stupid. You can't really describe the feeling. It's like, I know it's gonna be negative, but you know there's that little glimmer of maybe what if. So this is not how I wanted to do this kind of video. I envisioned documenting every moment and putting together a happy collage and everything to share with family and myself and just have it as like a special thing. And I'm going to put together this. I'm going to document my story. So starting from the way beginning, Tyler and I decided it was time that we were going to start trying to start a family. And so we started in August, end of August, took ovulation tests. So August 29th, I knew it was go time. And between that time and September 15th, I just felt weird in my body. I felt off. I felt like my skin was crawling. I felt anxiety, but I also felt super confident. I felt more confident I have ever been in my entire life. And I just felt different, and I didn't know what it was. I couldn't put my finger on it. And so the clip that you just saw was me taking a test a couple days before my period was supposed to come, and it was a Thursday, and I knew it was early, and so I took one anyways, and it was negative, obviously. So that was just kind of disappointing, but I continued to move on, move forward, and I decided to then take a test on Tuesday. My period usually came around the 13th. This was the 15th. I woke up and I decided to get ready for work, just get my day started. And right before I left, I was gonna take a test. It's 6 a.m. I'm going to work out, get ready for the day. And once I'm ready, I'm gonna take a test. I might actually pee my pants. My heart is racing. I have to pee. After my internship was over, I then had to work at my restaurant job, and I went to Walmart and I picked up more tests. They said that the clear blue tests were less accurate to tell right away because you needed such a high HCG level, and if you got the first response, the pink line test, you only needed a small amount. So I went with those, and at 5 o'clock I went to the bathroom and I took a test in the employee bathroom of the restaurant. And that is when I saw two distinct lines, not super dark, but two lines that I knew were there. To keep the secret to myself since Tuesday. It's Thursday, and I wanted to make it a huge special thing, like a surprise. So tomorrow I'm telling him. I'm so excited, not nervous, but like like my heart's beating because I'm so excited, but also doesn't feel real because I haven't been able to tell him. So I swear throughout this whole time that I was pregnant, I took probably 8 tests. And I may have lost count. So I took one Friday morning just to double check and be sure that I was pregnant before I told him. So I got up super early, like 4 a.m., 4:30, I took a test, and when I took this test, it was more of a relief feeling. Like I just felt, okay, it's really happening. This is it. So I still had to go to my last day of my internship. I still had to act like everything was normal, be calm, when I had this huge surprise that I was holding on to and going to spill later that day. And I just remember feeling kind of a sense of shock, like, okay, this is really happening. I had to like talk myself into it. I literally told myself multiple times. I stared into the camera and I was like, you're pregnant, Becca, you're pregnant, you have a baby, like you're pregnant. And it was hard to grasp. And I think it was because I hadn't been able to tell anyone yet. I didn't even tell Tyler yet. It just didn't feel real, but it was a weird feeling. I wanted to be excited, but it didn't feel real, and that's where I was.
Today's the day. Good morning. I have to work until 2, and then I'm gonna get home, get ready for the photo shoot, and I plan on sticking the tests in my bra and taking them out, but we'll see how that goes. But this is the last couple of hours that I have secret all to myself. Just me and the baby. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. But okay, I'm gonna try to get work done. It's my last day of my internship, and hopefully I'm just not distracted the whole time. So
after my internship, I rushed home, I got ready, and Tyler and I headed out to meet my sister to do our photo shoot. And I was trying to think of how I was going to show him these tests. I didn't want to awkwardly pull them out and hide them in my pocket because you could have seen that. And so I just decided, okay, I'm gonna put in right the strap of my bra and I'm gonna pull them out. And I had 3 tests. So I wanted to be like, okay, I didn't just pee on 1 stick, I peed on 3, and here they are. And so I hid them in my bra. We're driving up there. My sister also has no idea. Again, she thought it was for our 1-year anniversary kind of shoot. And I just told Tyler the same thing. I wanted to do another year kind of documentation of our lives and where we were. And so I told my sister that, hey, I've seen this thing on TikTok that you record the pictures that you're taking so they can see the behind the scenes of a photographer. And so I had my phone recording. She was taking pictures. Tyler and I were doing some awkward poses, and all of a sudden I just turned around and whipped him out.
I feel like now Becca, look at Tyler and laugh. And put like 1 foot up and do like that. Me? Yeah, look at each other. Stop. Don't like Becca, don't like do this though. Literally just like with your body. Just go like that. No. No.
Oh my god.
No. No way.
It's very faint.
No. Yep. There's 3 of them.
What the fuck?
Tyler, you're gonna be a daddy!
Shit!
Oh my god!
But the next thing we had to think about was telling our parents. Are we gonna wait? Are we going to tell them right away? Because they say that the chance of miscarriage decreases by the 12th week by a pretty large number, but So most people wait to share the news at that 12th week. But then I'm also thinking, well, if miscarriage is going to happen, it's not something I can prevent. So it's not going to be my fault. And telling people, hey, I'm pregnant, or not telling anyone, it's not going to prevent a miscarriage, and it's also not going to cause it. So I decided, okay, I'm going to tell people. I can't keep something like this a secret. I didn't want to. I was so excited, and a baby's a baby. And for me, I imagine that baby as a person, as a human being, from the second I saw that first very faint positive line that I carried around in my pocket all day. And so we told my parents out to eat that weekend, and my mom said, hey, I think you should take another test on Sunday, the next day, because the line should be getting darker each time. So Tyler and I went to the dollar store. We got 3 more tests. I took 2 of them. I peed in the backseat of the car, and they were positive.
I just peed in the back seat. Should we look?
You can see it. You can see it.
I know. But it's there on both of them. Well, they're there. I can attest to that. It's just definitely not as dark.
I don't know if you can see it or not.
So now another week had gone by. I was out of town for work now because I was hired on for my internship, and so it was just me in the hotel room, but I didn't feel alone because I had a baby inside me. It was weird. It was a weird feeling. I can't explain it, but I just felt happy. I took my workout super slow. I was very calm in my movements. I ate well. I did everything that they tell you to do. And so I went that whole week, came home that weekend. Tyler and I drove up to Green Bay to tell his parents. And again, to be sure, I peed on the side of the road 2 minutes from the house to make sure that I was pregnant again before we told his side.
Over the stick.
Did it turn pink?
Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Yes, it turned pink. Don't look at it.
Oh, I thought you didn't take the cover off.
We announced to his family. We came home, and I took again 2 more tests, and the lines got darker and darker. And finally, this last test that I took, I'm like, okay, it is. I am pregnant. I am officially, definitely pregnant. And I just felt so calm and at peace and like a sense of relief, because I kept thinking, hey, it's going to be slightly light and then it's going to be nothing. So I was getting nervous. But once I saw it dark and super, yep, that's there, I felt good. I felt confident and calm about it.